Hi, everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Karen. I'm here today to pay tribute to a restaurant in Los Angeles that has been around forever, Nate and Al's. So I'm going to tell you that in a second. I just want to tell you I am shooting this during the isolation siege. So I didn't really remember how to get dressed or put makeup on or whatever. But I did put on a bra for you. You're welcome. Okay, so that's the first time in 3 weeks. And I just read today that, you shouldn't be walking around a house for 3 weeks without a bra. I don't think that ever happened. Even when I was a hippie, I'd sneak one on. I didn't want anyone to know. Okay, so, and I just want to tell you one thing. I said this on another video, but I do not put makeup on unless 20 people in the world at least will see me. So this is my second video I'm shooting today, but I'm playing them different times. And I said to Mr. X, I feel like now that I have makeup on, just standing in front of the house and waving to people so that they see me with makeup on, because it's not going to happen again till the siege is over or I do another video. So let me just tell you something about Nate Now's. So when I'm shooting this, it is the absolute last day of Nate Now's, which is, I believe, March 29th. I don't even know days anymore. I think it's March 29th, 2020. I feel like I'm living in that movie, A Quiet Place, even though I'm not really quiet. But I realize, like usually on the videos, my voice is so raspy because I'm talking all the time. I have barely talked for 3 weeks, except, Mr. X and I are in a house together, but we don't talk that much. No, we do, but it's getting a little testy around here. But there was something I was going to tell you. Oh, it's not that it's quiet, but I feel like, do we have to go outside and forage for food? And it just, the whole thing, it's so weird. I don't even know what the outside world is like. I don't know if people are lying to me like the Truman Show. Maybe I'm the only one in the house really, and everybody else is really out and I'm being lied to. Okay, that's not what I came here to tell you. I came here to pay tribute to not to Mr. X, to Nate Now's. So Nate Now's, for those of you who don't know, but I feel like the whole world knows, but I guess the whole world is not in Beverly Hills. It's the iconic deli in Beverly Hills. It's been there way before I even got here as a teenager. And I love the restaurant. So this is what I want to tell you about it. This is my little tribute. So I have this friend named Judy. And when I was a teenager and I came out here, that's how I met her. We were the hot dog. Oh, that's so weird. This is going to come full circle about hot dogs. But I was the hot dog girl at Stan's Corner Shop in Westwood Village. And she was the donut girl, because it was two things. She was the donut girl. I was the hot dog girl. I love hot dogs. I'm so sad I haven't had a hot dog in so long. But anyhow, so her father was a caterer. And she said, why don't you work for my father? When I went home and then I came back to LA and I stayed with them for the summer. So she said, my dad wants you to work catering for him. So I said, okay. So I was going to do my first job. And remember, I'm like 20 years old. And she said, before you go to the job, let's go to Nate and Al's, because it's Sunday. You go there, you have breakfast, lunch, brunch, whatever. So I said, okay. I had no idea what it is. And we sat down, I read the menu, and I didn't really like deli food at the time. And when my friends in Brooklyn and I would have it, I'd order a ham sandwich or whatever. They'd be done with theirs and I'd still be picking off every little tiny drop of fat. I hate that. So I hate myself. Okay, I get it. But anyhow, so I pulled the fat off the meat. It's really hours and hours to do this, and I had to get to work. So I wasn't going to order a ham sandwich, and I wouldn't eat corned beef or anything like that. I could eat pastrami, but that would be so many hours of taking that fat off. So I said, okay, I'll just have a cheeseburger. And Judy looks at me and goes, I did not bring you to the finest deli in the world for you to order a cheeseburger. I was so scared. I never saw her act like that. I said, what am I supposed to get? She said, you get a deli sandwich, you get corned beef, I didn't want any of that stuff, but whatever. She scared me so much. So now Nate Now's closed today, and I have never had a hamburger or a cheeseburger there. But this is the interesting thing. They have the best hot dogs in the world at their service deli. They're called the specials. And we learned this from Angie Dickinson, who's my friend, I'm proud to say. A million years ago, she taught us these hot dogs are $4 a hot dog, and you get them and you grill them up yourself, and they are the best things you've ever eaten in your whole life. So here I am during the siege. I've been in the house for almost 3 weeks now, and I have no plans to leave and put myself in danger. So Mr. X keeps saying, we need blueberries, or we need this, or we need that. And I go, it is not worth risking my life. I got up this morning and I called Nate Nels to see if they had any of those hot dogs left, because I went, those might be worth risking my life. I was like going back and forth going, I hope they don't have them because I don't want to leave the house, but I also hope they do have them because I love them. I was making myself crazy, and they never answered the phone. Mr. X and I called for hours and hours and hours, and seriously, I dialed them over 200 times. I didn't dial, I just hit blah, 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 blah. Okay, so that's, but I have to tell you something else. So Nate Nels, you know, when I was doing my show, Karen's Restaurant Review, someone actually just wrote to me to remind me, they were in my credits. Mr. X and I shot the credits to begin with, and we went and we had a little Casio machine, and we went to my favorite restaurants and shot videos of their, what is that called? Not marquees. They're not, what is that called? They're banners, they're whatever, their title, their name. I'm thinking, I'm only watching old movies, so I'm thinking in terms of movies. It's not a movie, it's not a marquee, it's not a banner, and it's not a title. Their name is outside of their place. And Nate Nels was one of the places. Now I feel like watching my old shows to see what's happening. And you see, because now I'm talking, now I'm getting a little raspy. That shows you I haven't talked very through. But I have to tell you, because this is, and they were one of my first reviews, but there's something else special about them, which is very apropos of today. And just remember that I was a very poor young girl, kind of like I am now, which I'm not the young, but I'm still poor. But when I came out from New York, and I think I had only $200 to my name, and I was living with the kindness of strangers, and then I got my own apartment. Nate Nels was where I did my best toilet paper shopping, let's call it. Okay, it wasn't really shopping. It was going into the bathroom, waiting till no one was around, going under the sink and taking a roll of toilet paper. And I was like, yay. Okay, because you know what? Their prices were outrageous anyhow. And I was a poor girl and I needed the toilet paper. Okay, so anyhow, those of you who are going through the siege right now too, you're going, wait a second, but guess what? No restaurants are open. So there's no secret toilet paper shopping. But good thing I had it, because I'm not in a panic right now. You never know. So that said, I want to tell Nate Nels, thank you for all those years of fabulousness. I really hope when this is over, you open someplace else like you promised us you would. And now, you know, people are asking me, why are they closing now? Because nobody can be open. So they went, what are we going to do? We're going to wait till June, you know, because that's when they were going to close and move someplace else. Now everything's up in the air. So thank you, Nate Nels, for my hot dogs, for my stuffed cabbage, for seeing all the famous people I saw there and meeting all the people I met there. And okay, just for those of you who knows who Skippy Lowe was, he was this man who Martin Short based his character, Jiminy Glick on, but I didn't know who he was, but he had a little show in Los Angeles. And in Nate Nels, he stopped me and said, Karen, I just want to tell you I love your show and everything. And then I said to my friends, oh, that little woman loves my show. And they said, it's not a woman, it's Skippy Lowe. He's a man. It was so funny. Maybe I shouldn't have told you that part, but that's my little tribute to him. I really liked him. He was a sweet little guy. And we still quote him all the time. Okay, so that was another Nate Nels story. So anyhow, I saw Milton Berle there when I first came to town. I don't know who else I saw there, but people saw me. So thank you, Nate Nels. Please reopen, because I need those hot dogs. And I'll see everybody soon, I hope, when I do another video, when I go crazy in isolation. Hope this is over soon. Okay, thanks. Bye. Not the video, the isolation. Okay, goodbye.